Hey YouTube, I look a little different. Yes, I got some hair. Just coming to you with a brace update. Um, Braces are doing still wonderfully. If you can see, uh, with the cavities in the back. And that's what I wanted to tell you. I know in the future, no, not a future, a past video, I told you I was going to tell you my cavity story. So here it is. So one day I had woke up and I was like, oh my God, my mouth like really hurts. And so I was like, well, let me go on and call, the dentist and make an appointment because it was time for me to get my cleaning anyway. So, he did the x-rays and everything, and he was like, oh, have you been feeling some pain on this side? And I was like, yes. I was like, that's why I was initially made the appointment, because something was going on. Now, when I found out I first had cavities, I was 33 years old. So this was, no, I was not 33. How old? 30, 5 years ago. And so he was like, okay, you have 4 cavities. I was like, oh my God. I was like, how did I get 4 cavities? All my childhood did not have a cavity. It's like what they say, dirty 30s. Yeah, it was dirty. Them 30s snuck up on my ass real dirty and gave me some cavities. So I know how I got the cavities. It was them damn McDonald's sweet teas. Yes, I used to drink one faithfully every day. Now, I am not a big candy eater, and I don't drink pop or soda, however you may say that, but I will drink a sweet tea. And McDonald's, I would pass McDonald's to go to work, so why not stop and get a sweet tea? Why not get 2? One for now and one for later. So that was my problem. McDonald's sweet tea. So back to the cavity story. So he was like, you have 2 at the bottom. No, I had 3 at the bottom and 1 at the top. So see, 1 here, 2 here, and then 1 up there. So I was like, so what do we do? And he looking at me like, we're gonna fill them. And I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, I don't know. Like, tell me what it is. So he was like, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna clean it out, whatever. So they put like these brackets, silver clamps around my teeth and everything. So they in there, they drilling and everything else. And I'm like, okay. I couldn't feel nothing. Mouth was numb. So I'm like, okay, you feel? He's like, okay, we're done. Bite down on this. I'm biting, I'm grinding, all this other stuff. Didn't look at my mouth when I was at the dentist's office. Didn't know. So I get home, and you know how like when you go home, you always further investigate everything. You look at everything, you look into it more deeply, and you evaluate. So I'm in the mirror, I'm like, what the fuck is this black stuff in my mouth? So I get my toothbrush and I'm brushing, and I'm like, this stuff, it won't come off. Like, he never told me. Now, first of all, I didn't know you had 2 options. You get the silver stuff, and then you get the white stuff. Well, see, my dentist, he's not my dentist anymore, but my dentist didn't give me the option of the white or the silver. He just automatically put the silver in my mouth. So, like I said, I'm at home, I'm brushing, I'm like, this stuff won't come off. I'm like, well, maybe if this was the stuff that I had to bite down on or something. I don't know. Didn't ask questions because I'm believing in my dentist. And, so I called back the dentist in the dentist office, and I was like, "Hey, Maylene," I was like, "Something wrong with my teeth," and she was like, "Well, what's wrong?" And I was like, "I have all this black stuff in my mouth," and she was like, "Well, what's wrong?" I was like, "You know what? I'm about to come back." I was like, because y'all messing up my smile, my mouth. I was like, me personally, when I talk to someone, I'm not looking in their ass. I'm looking at their damn mouth. I want to see what's going on up in there. That's just me. When I talk to somebody, you might say, "Ooh, the first thing I notice about somebody is their lips or their ass or their nose or something like that." I look at your teeth. That's why my teeth are getting fixed, because I don't want nobody looking at my teeth and like, "Damn, what the hell wrong with her teeth?" So that's why I'm getting my teeth in order. So I go back to the dentist. And he was like, what's wrong? I heard that you was having some problems. And I was like, yeah. I was like, what is all this dark stuff in my mouth? It wasn't here an hour ago. What is this? And he was like, oh, those are your fillings. And I was like, so they can't be white? And he was like, well, you didn't ask for white. Didn't know I had an option. You didn't give me an option. I said, so are we going to take this out and you're going to replace it with white? And he was like, no, we can't do that. If we take it out and replace it, it's $175 per tooth. Right. So I was like, oh, okay. So I have a new dentist, as well as my orthodontist. Is he recommended someone. So I went there, and I even switched my kids because all of us were, I try to have everybody go to the same place instead of running here and running there. Everybody go to the same place. So I kept the silver in my mouth. Of course, I'm 35 now, so obviously for the 5 years I just had to deal with it, because I was like, because I think at the time I didn't have insurance, so I was paying out of pocket for everything. So the new dentist, oh, my phone is going dead. So the new dentist that I talked to about taking this out and refilling it with my insurance, it's only $42. So I'm like, hell yeah. When these braces come off, oh, these fillings, they're gonna be white.